Today we're not going to build, we're going to talk about the new just released Lego catalog of 2026. Part 1 today, part 2 next week. Of course, we start with the DUPLO. DUPLO, yeah. Then we have this Marvel, Gabby's Dollhouse, I don't know. And his friends, of course. This is new, I guess this is new. Dog Cookies Bakery. This building looks nice. Oh, it is 10 pages already. Friends. And now we're in Disney. I like this bird. Then we have the Botanicals, and for some reason there's Tweety. Lego Classic, and then there's like just minifigures. Okay. Creator, the colors of this bird are nice. There's like a kind of, looks a bit like a car. This is already Lego City. I really like the tractor. They have even a new Lego trains set. Hello, this is Timo, and this is another video of my project where I'm talking and building my old Lego. Today we're not going to build, we're going to talk about the new just released Lego catalog. The Lego catalog of 2026, January-June. The video will be in 2 parts because it's quite a thick catalog. I like to keep my videos a bit shorter. So part 1 today, part 2 starting on the half next week. The front, let's start with the front. In my opinion, it's a bit disappointing. I understand that Lego has already for a couple of years the same kind of design. They just arrange a different kind of sets here. Probably new sets, I assume. But back in the 90s, also 80s, they did a bit more effort to make a nice cover, more creative. This is just like a display of 3 different sets, which is, in my opinion, a bit simple and boring. But I guess Lego is a big business, so I guess they thought about it. And I guess this is the best way to promote, to introduce their new sets. Let's start. And as mentioned already before in previous catalog videos, I have the German version here because I live in Vienna. So the first page is always a bit like, just like an index page with some, I don't know what it is, some advertisement. I'm just too lazy to read actually what's written here. But it's something like for every age there's a thing like DUPLO, and then it's going to do Lego. So it's like a bit like a very brief overview of what Lego has to offer, I guess. And then it's this Insiders Club, a magazine. Didn't even know that it was a Lego magazine, but I guess there it is, as you can see. But that's the index. I guess that's the most important of this in 2 pages. Let's just continue. And then, of course, we start with the DUPLO. I remember from previous, I think that 2025 and 2024, they started first with some license pages. So I'm happy. This is a bit like the classical way of starting with the Lego catalog, just with DUPLO, with the small ones. And let me see. Let's just focus on the new sets. There's nothing new here. This is just all already there since last year. Okay. And there's written new. And that's again the same thing. It's not very clear to which sets this refers. So, okay. DUPLO, DUPLO didn't really change that much for the last decades. Just some new molds. And then you have like construction site set. I guess that's the one that's new. Also this 3-in-1 thing. You also have this in Lego sets. And I guess this one is also new. And I'm not sure if this one is also new, but this is a bit like not clear. And I have no idea why they make it not a bit more clear which sets are new. But yeah, it is these molds here. They are really, really old. They just have a different print on it. I guess it's a print. I guess it's not a sticker. You cannot do that, right? You cannot have Duplo with stickers. That's really like a bit mean for small kids. Yes, next page. Yes, and I remember this train was already there, yes. There's not a lot new here. There's like a motorcycle here. It's just a complete mold. And there's a fire truck. It's also just out of a couple of bricks only, pieces. All right. Yeah, like I said, Duplo, as I remember from the 80s, 90s, it didn't change a lot. It just has some new molds. Of course, it has way more colors because in general, Lego didn't have a lot of colors back then, like 5 or 6. So that changed. But I guess Duplo is still how it used to be. Of course, in general, Lego sets just have lesser for it's more expensive and you get lesser. So that's the same what I also see here with Duplo, that the sets are actually smaller than they have this trick too. We already talked about it in previous new catalog 2025, something in the middle August, that they have some kind of trick to make things look way bigger than they are, I think. All right, a lot of Mickey Mouse. So there's also like a license here. This is a Disney license, okay. Yeah, Duplo. And there is nothing new. Okay. Then we have this Marvel license again. Again, I'm not a fan of all this licensed products. This I don't like it when you buy something and then you are promoting this brand, this franchise, and I just don't like it. Yeah, I already expressed this opinion a couple of times here in my channel. Oh, I think we are already. Yes, this is Lego. I remember there was also confusing in the other new catalogs of 2025, 2024 that it just suddenly switching to Lego without, yeah. So this is Lego, and yes, it looks just quite big, but actually I think this, for example, this boat, I think it's a quite small boat. So there is something they do to make it look bigger. There's a new set. I don't know what it is, like Gabby's Dollhouse. I don't know. I always feel old when I see all these themes, this license, and it is probably like some TV shows or something, or Netflix shows that I don't know about, or Disney Plus. Yeah. And there's Friends, of course. There's Friends. I know Friends because it seems to get always bigger and bigger every year. Every new catalog, it seems to get bigger and bigger. Let's count the pages of Friends. So this is 2 pages already. 2 sides. And there are some new sets. Basically, I don't know. I guess this is new. I guess this is new. I guess this not. And I think this and this are new. Or everything is new, but you see, I don't know. Please leave it in a comment if I'm the only one that finds it confusing. I cannot just see immediately what is new. I assume that everything, all the sets, all the boxes that are touching this new are new. And those are not new, and this is also not new. I guess. Very strange that they are not more clear. Why they cannot just put it in every box, like this one is new, this one is new. like they used to do in the 80s, 90s. Yeah. A lot of horses, a lot of flat, like one wall buildings. And there's a lot of friends, because I think, so two sides, we have 2 pages. I don't know, I always mix up sides and pages in English. 2 sides, so this is 4 sides. There's also a lot of new stuff. This is some kind of pet shop. Oh no, hotel, an animal hotel, I guess, because there's a rabbit on it. And then there's a yeah, I have to translate. It's like, oh, it has German names. It's saying dog kitchen bakery, Hundekuchen of cookies, dog cookies bakery. So it's a bakery where they only make cookies for dogs. All right. That's something priority in a town, right? If you have a town, you need, of course, a dog cookie bakery. Something like boats or something. And I see it's giant. I mean, it looks giant, but this is tiny, this set, you know. It's just really a couple of pieces. I can on this picture count the pieces, you know. So that means that it's very zoomed in. But somehow they make it look big. Yes. And that's very confusing. And they do it by purpose. That's what you can know, right? That's not accidentally. This car looks, yeah, okay. They have a lot of dog stuff here. There's a dog, the dog can move the eyebrows, okay. A lot of animal stuff. And they have cookies in town, but not for the figures, for the human beings, but only for the dogs. All right, more new. So there's already 6, right? Six sides. 6 pages. I have to look it up. People can write it in the comment. What's the difference between a page and a side? Yeah, okay. Oh, this building looks nice, and it is new. This building looks nice. I don't know how much deep it is, but it looks nice, yeah. And then there's a ramp for this is a nice set. You have everything you need here. I like this set. I also like this set. This looks like a beach, a hut on the beach. And it's also so strange, like some sets, they actually look better. This looks better than those sets, I think. But it's displayed smaller. It should be displayed like this. This is quite bigger because I think this is also a really nice set. And this, my first impression, it just doesn't take me anywhere. It's just boring, and I don't know, for some reason they are more proud on showing those sets. And basically all the stuff on this page, on the sides, is new. And this one, I don't know if it's new. I cannot follow all this logic of, I don't know, it's not clear if that's new. Yeah, okay. More friends. Is this 8? Are we already on 8 pages, 8 sides? I think so. Okay. Basically, this is all new, and this is all already existing. Okay, and this is like a kind of Willy Wonka building. I don't know. It's funny, they have actually, I think this is the mold, the old mold of the bikes, of the Lego bikes, but they extended it to it's a tandem, it's called in English also. I don't know, like a double bike. And they just used the old mold and extended that mold. That's interesting. But I don't know if the dimensions of the feet of the Friends figures actually is the same as the minifigures? I don't think so, actually. Then the bikes are maybe also a bit different. I don't know. Oh, it is 10. We are already in 10 sides, on 10 pages. I will just call it page, yeah? Page, because I think it's a page. Page 1, page 2, 10 pages already of Friends. I'm just people that watched already some videos before about me doing Lego catalogs, especially the new ones. I find it quite frustrating that Friends get so much attention, has so much sets, and Lego Trains, for example, doesn't. Yeah, and I think it should, you know. But talking about the Lego train, there's like a little tiny tram. Yeah, streetcar for the Americans, right? But I think it doesn't have a track, and it's just like on normal car wheels with tires, probably. This is all already existing, so let's just go to the next page. Oh no, okay, we're finished now actually with Friends. So Friends had 10 pages, and now we're in Disney. All right, there's something new. I guess those two sets are new, and yeah, this is not new now, but I think this is the best of what I can see here. But it's all yeah, even they trick you, and you can still see that all those buildings are just like almost like a wall, right? Like 5 or 6 that's wide, deep. Yeah. So Disney, more Disney. Oh yeah, but this line is nice. This is the more like the creator style Disney. I always get also confused that they mix up themes. You have creator and then you have Disney, but you have also creator sets, Disney creator sets, or yeah. So that's a bit confusing to me. Maybe for other people not, but for me it is. All right. I like the lion of the Lion King. This is not called Simba? Yeah, it's called Simba. I still remember that. And there, Pixar. I like this bird. Looks nice. Yeah. And this house, I think this house is already available for a couple of years now, I think. It's still there. But I guess it's a nice set. Yeah, I assume it's a nice set. It looks nice on the picture. But I like the bird. And I like the lion. I like Simba. Yeah. The next page. All right. Disney. This is all old. I like the chicken. No, it's not called the cock chicken or something. There's another word for the male chicken. I just forgot it. You can, everything you hear and you see that is not correct, or you think, you can leave it in a comment, you know. You can help me out of this misery of my sometimes broken English. Next page. Then we have the botanicals, the flowers. There are some new plants here, some new flowers. All right, and for some reason there's Tweety. This is called Tweety, right? It's from Looney Tunes. I don't know why this is in between the botanicals, but okay. Lego flowers, interesting. And then we have the Lego Classic, which was, I think, also sometimes called Basic, right? But now it's Classic. it feels like they're switching sometimes basic, and then they do a couple of years classic, and then a couple of years basic. This is what I feel about it, but maybe I'm wrong. Of course, this is a very nice site. Oh, very nice. This is a very logic site page that, yeah, you can just buy the bricks, you know. If you didn't find out about Bricklink yet, you can just buy your bricks there. Yeah. And then there's like just minifigures. Okay. Separate, you can buy separate minifigures for each, basically €4. Okay. Creator, this is always what I like. Always, this is mostly what I like. I think it's actually one of the nicest teams in the modern Lego, let's say. And what is new? They have a kind of like a dolphins with a kind of piece of water, okay, piece of ocean. And then there is a little dog and a little turtle. And this is all, yeah, this is all like 3-in-1. So you have always 3 builds in one set. That's very nice. That's already a really nice thing. And I like, but it's not new, I like the horse. The horse looks nice. And I like, I basically like all of them. I find these dolphins with this ocean part a bit weird. The dolphins also look quite not really well done. The dog is well done, I think. The horse is well done. And the panda, yeah, maybe also. But I think I like those the best, and the dog is the new one here. Yeah. The colors of this bird are nice. And then you have another flower there. Yeah, Lego flowers. You don't need any new flowers anymore. You just only need Lego flowers. More creator. There's like a kind of Game Boy, but it's not. This is not licensed. That's interesting. It's just a random play computer. I say that. Console. Yeah. Okay. Also looks a bit like a car. Oh. This unicorn is still available. It's interesting. I think it's also already available for a while. Then on his castle, which of course is based on the old Knights teams that were available in the 80s, 90s. I mean, the castle looks nice. The parrot looks nice. The rabbit, yeah. The shark, yeah. I think the other page was better. The giraffe is it's just very complicated what they're trying to achieve here. So it looks still very Lego. And the thing is, I don't know actually. This is with all the sets. I actually don't know really how the other builds look like. It's a bit of pity that I display them so small. I guess then they are not that good, right? I guess the main build is just the best, and it's displayed bigger. Yeah. More creator. What's new? There's a new dinosaurs here. What else? That's the only thing on this 2 pages that is new. There's a kind of raptor or something, a red raptor. This is funny, but it's already over. But this is like a small version of the model team set that was probably available in the 90s. Yeah. I'm also not so impressed about these pages. And then, yeah, this is already Lego City. And what is this? This is like, they look like tiny sets, but they just have big wheels, those cars. And I don't know what I have to think about this. I think the sets are just very small, but still this car is forested with white, which was in the 80s, 90s a normal dimension for cars. But okay, so this is a bit smaller sets. And there are really tiny, there are these minifigures inside, these baby minifigures. Okay, I don't know why. Because everything else is just big. You could maybe also just fit a normal minifigure in it, but there are these tiny baby minifigures inside. And then Formula One is also a license. And then you have a new set with a truck and a racing car. Okay. I think I still prefer the big truck. Yeah. Okay. Next page. Okay, I just feel this page is exactly the same as I remember it from the previous catalog. Although there is a new set. But I think this was actually exactly the same. I have to look it up. Yeah. And I think there are already a lot of opinions about this prison, this jail, which is also 6 stud deep and no wall on the back, of course. Yes, it's a thing with Lego buildings. They often have this play feature, like a dollhouse thing, that you can reach everything inside the building from the back. But in this case, in a jail thing, it's a bit pity, because then all the inmates, the prisoners, can just escape very easily. There's a new set with a mold, like a motorcycle mold. And then this car also has quite big molds. It's also actually quite, I mean, if you count the pieces, probably it's also quite small set, you know. And this police station looks just, I think there are more bricks in this recycle truck as in the entire building here. That's what I feel about it when I see this picture. The recycle truck got way too much attention while they were designing this set, and the police station got way too less attention while they were designing this set. And then there's a lot of fire guard stuff, and this is new, and this is new, and this is I don't know what I have to think about it. There was already a thing last year when I saw this set in the catalog. This fire station. I already was thinking, like, that looks a bit too much out of time, too much futuristic, and also this fire truck looks also a bit like, it's just not a nice design. It's just too much like a spaceship. This boat, I don't know if this is the old mold that was already available a long time ago. I think this is a half of this, or this is like 2 molds, this set. And I think this is just the same mold, which is the half of it. I'm also not so impressed about that one. This looks nice, and I always immediately see this old Lego train doors that were like quite one of my favorite pieces, Lego pieces, I think. Yeah. Next, hey, wasn't there like this from this team, this Polar team, wasn't there also like this train set? They already kicked it out again. More Lego City. Yeah, this street pieces. And what's new? The taxi is new, and I guess this airport is new. They use a lot of these really big pieces. I see these big molds. This airplane is giant comparing to how they used to be in the 80s, 90s. I always say like 80s, 90s, 80s, 90s. Yes, it's just For me, that's just the standard. And this is how I measure what I see here. How I value the things. But the airplane looks nice, although the wing is weird. I don't know what they did with the wing. Why did it just didn't put on like a normal airplane wing? It's like split or something. I don't know. This is a kind of a rescue plane, like this Flying Doctors it reminds me of. It's also from the 90s. Australian TV show. All right. There's too much molds, too much big molds in this aircraft. I don't even know if it's a plane or a helicopter. No, it's a plane. It's a hovercraft. It's giant molds. There's lesser and lesser to build, and they just make sets with big molds, and then you just already have your set complete very quickly. All right, and then there's a fighter jet and a car. I don't know why this is in one set. This is a bit weird. Don't know why they didn't make two sets out of this. All right. More Lego City. I'm waiting for the trains. There are, I guess this one is new, this one is new, this one is new, and I guess this one is also new. But I cannot give you 100% guarantee. No, this is nice. It's a big mold here. No, it's still brick built a bit. The tractor is I really like the tractor. It's really well done. Looks really realistic actually. And this is Fry's. I guess it's a Fry's truck. This is not so special. Yeah. The tractor is nice. Yes, there's trains. They have even a new Lego trains set. Oh, sorry, a Lego City set. A train set in Lego City. This entire Lego trains, this is something, it's a theme. The branding is just already gone for a long time. Lego City trains. Still they have this green one. I think it's already quite old now. But there's a new train set there. Also with tracks included. Basically a bit like this Polar Express one, but yeah. Yeah, it's basically a bit the same. A bit lesser pieces here. But I think I like the engine, the locomotive. I like it. Just an American style engine, but actually it's a bit realistic again, you know. But I don't know about the wagons. They are weird. I think it's a police train, as I understand. And you can play an escape scene. Okay. So that's it again. They have still this ridiculous station with only 6 deep station. And then they draw how it could have been. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, okay, this is his trains. This new set. The engine locomotive is it's okay, it's nice. Yeah. Dreamzzz. Dreamzzz. So I guess this is new. And this is just 2 sets only he displayed here. No, there's a 3rd set displayed there. This Dreamzzz is also like something from Netflix. I really have no idea. I guess it's TV show, whatever. So then you know what this is about. But for me, I just see a shark on a kind of tank and on wheels and like driver's cabins on it mounted. And I don't know, I have no idea what I'm seeing here. I mean, the shark, if it would be the proper colors and just the shark only, would actually maybe have been a nice set, in my opinion, a nicer set. Yeah. And this is another kind of turtle-ish dragon, orange. And this is how much? 140 euros. Okay. Seems not to be that expensive, but probably the set turns out to be very tiny. More new of Dreamzzz. There's another shark, this old shark, this black shark, which is also quite weird. This is a kind of a Ninjago action figure. Okay. Yeah, this is really like a Willy Wonka thing. I remember this from the last catalog. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea. Ninjago. Okay. Let's see what's left of Ninjago, because it used to be a very good theme. But I'm not sure if it's still even alive. I mean, this set looks nice, but it's very small, I think. Still 100 euros. And then another action figure. It's not really the same like the other one. It's a bit similar. I like the building. The building still looks nice. You can also still use it in your town, in your Lego city. But there's more Ninjago. And as I understand, Ninjago is not a license. It's just something that Lego developed like a team. And that's already like way better when they just think about interesting themes by themselves and create them instead of just some kind of movie and then just copy everything and then just trying to make it look like it should look like, but this rarely really works. Yeah. Ninjago new, there's like a Dragon 3 thing. I don't know. I think they used to have like a bit like these cities, right? These Asian themed cities. And I think that was a really nice thing. But now it's a bit lost, I think, Ninjago, in my opinion, I think. Everything I say here is my opinion, so. So kind of rally car, all right. Another action figure, more Ninjago. And there's nothing new here. They have 3-in-1, so that's a good thing. You can have 3 builds in one set. It's always a nice thing. Should be like a norm, with Lego, that all the sets just have at least 2 builds. There was also not in the 80s, 90s. There were also most sets didn't have alternative build, but most of the trains and the Lego Technic sets, the bigger sets, they had it. More Ninjago, also all already existing. I don't see any new Noi label. All right. I guess this is also Lego. It looks almost like it's something like a ready mold, this entire thing. But it's also like to build, right? I guess. It's like 48 centimeters. This is like a half meter, this thing. It's actually quite big. It's like, what? It's not possible. Not even reaching the in the camera here. The top. Okay. Then there's like a promotion for Legoland. And then we have Animal Crossing. No new sets. Okay. And this is something like a centerfold, how you call it? An inlay. It was also last time with the adult sets. And there's also on the end, right? There's also adult sets on the end of the catalog. So I still don't really get it how they arrange those Lego catalogs. The old ones were just starting with Duplo and ending with Lego Technic and everything in between, just in the order of the ages, you know. Very, very easy to understand. And now it's just like a bit like mixed up everything. And they always have this inlay in these new catalogs, and I don't know actually what's the purpose of that. And that's also the middle. And that means that we are giving it a wrap for part 1. I think it already is a quite long part. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it as compact as possible, but that's why I'm cutting those kind of things, those catalogs into videos, because then it's a bit lesser long to watch in one take. Next week I will continue with the second part. I hope you liked this part. Until then, you can watch some of the videos that are popping up there of the playlist. I wish you a wonderful day, and goodbye.